All right, we are live. How are you guys doing? Untitled is here, and I'm super excited that you are here on this special webinar training masterclass right now, because you can literally, if you pay attention to the information I'm about to show to you over the next 60 minutes, you can totally transform the quality of your life. You can start living the freedom and abundance lifestyle that you always dreamed about, traveling around the world and making full-time income, working from home, supporting yourself and your family. And before I get started, I want to make sure that you are able to hear me and see me clearly. So go ahead and comment right now in the chat box that you are able to hear and see me, and we are going to get started, because I know that today the time has been forwarded like for an hour. So 2 p.m. Eastern time was supposed to be like an hour ago. So the transition to the summertime is happening literally today. So Eyal is here, Steve is here. Welcome everybody who is live broadcasting right now, live from my home here in Israel, in Tel Aviv. And isn't it wonderful that you can build your business globally wherever you are? I just came back from Hawaii a couple weeks ago, actually less than a week ago. I was traveling, I was having a lot of fun, and you can do the very same thing. All you need to just your laptop and grab it with you, pack your bags, and move to wherever you want to go. So I'm excited for you guys, because this is the kind of information that if you were transport me back several years ago, when I just got started on the internet, I was broke. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a clear plan. I was all over the place. If somebody showed me the simple strategy that I'm about to show to you right now, and I just took action blindly, following this strategy, I would have created success so much faster, rather than struggling for so many months that I did, right? So you are in a great advantage right now, because this information is very special, and you can totally transform your life with it. So I have some presentation prepared for you. I'm going to speak from my heart for you guys, and I'm going to check back on your comments from time to time, because I'm not able to see my screen and your comments at the same time. But hear me on this, okay? I'm going to just tell you how it is, and I'm going to share with you a lot of information today, and teach you the 3-step process that I used to really make this happen. So today I want to share with you, you're going to discover the secret 1K per day Facebook blueprint that I used to generate $45,000 in 30 days without spending a penny on paid advertising, even if you're brand new to online marketing. Let me know in the comments if this is the type of results that you want to achieve, generating $45,000 in 30 days and just 30 days from now. Would that be something that will get you excited? I'll share with you exactly how you can have $1,000 days in instant PayPal commissions starting this week, or how about $5,000 days, just like this you're seeing on the screen, or how about $10,000 in 2 days, following the exact 5 phases recruiting system that I'll share with you on this webinar, all using nothing more than your Facebook, literally turning it, like you can see on the screen, your Facebook into an ATM machine. Even if you have no previous success online, you're starting from scratch right now. Even if you have no marketing and advertising budget, even if you have no website and lack any technical skills whatsoever, you can still be successful and do the strategy. I'll share with you how it was possible for one of my students with no previous success to generate as much as $28,000 in the very first month, all profit, applying this strategy. And if you stick to the end, I'll also share with you the secrets of what 7-figure income earners do versus what most people do. And here's our mission. The mission of Freedom Lifestyle Movement that I've created is to help 1,000 families to live a freedom and abundance lifestyle, working from home or anywhere in the world, and make a minimum of $100,000 per year, because this is the benchmark as a minimum of what you want to make. So turn off any distractions right now. Pay attention, duct tape your kids to the wall if you need to, and focus, because this information is transformational. How would you feel? I'm just curious. How would you feel if you could have $1,000, $2,000, or even $5,000 days in instant PayPal commissions coming directly to your bank account? How would you feel if you could just book a flight ticket and go wherever your heart desires, and while you were having fun, while you had all those beautiful, amazing experiences, you made money at the same time? Just let me know, how would it feel for you if you live a totally freedom and abundance lifestyle? Just picture this. You're traveling the world, you have no boss, you have no debt, you're doing what you want, when you want, with whom you want. You never worry about money ever again in your life, because you have the skill sets. And you're able to spend more time with your family, with your kids, with people that you love the most in your life, doing what you love, knowing that your family is really taken care of. So imagine you can do that. All of this without harassing your friends and family, without being rejected, without spending money on paid advertising, without having technical skills, using just simple 3 steps, free Facebook strategy I'll share with you right now. What would that be worth to you? Well, if you've ever struggled to earn consistently $10,000 a month from home, and you feel like you're missing something to get the results you desire, I know how you feel. I've been there. I've struggled. I had my share. Just to give you a little bit of background about me, I live in Israel, father of 2 kids. I made over $250,000 in commissions over the last 12 months online alone. I sponsored over 450 people into my online businesses. I'm the creator of 6 Figure Show. Maybe you've been watching a couple of them. Have over 433 now playing. I won top places in big affiliate contests. That I went on cruises and stuff like that. Spoke on stages multiple times, inspiring thousands of people, and I travel 6 to 8 times a year abroad, living a freedom lifestyle. Pretty much whenever I want to go somewhere abroad, I just book a flight ticket and go. Here I just was in Hawaii a couple weeks ago, attending a $10,000 mastermind. We were like sitting, this is me in Cabana, you can sit there near the ocean. It looks like a bed, right? And you can just relax, in a hammock like this. I rented a red Mustang GT 5.0, very, very fast car, just driving around the island of Maui in Hawaii. This is me on the top of the mountain there. Helicopter flying. I mean, imagine, it was the best experience of my life. Doors off, being on a helicopter, the wind is rushing to you, and you just feel like you're a bird flying there, like you have a chair and you're flying there, seeing all this beautiful nature from above, from the helicopter, which is a hell of a lot of fun. Doing zip lining and whatnot, staying at beautiful resorts. This is me in the Haleakala Mountain. It's 10,000 feet above the sea level. So you literally are like above the clouds, right? Here's me in Thailand. You walk up from your room, and there's the pool, and there's the scenery, there's the beauty. This is the scene actually from the movie from Leonardo DiCaprio, The Beach. Very famous scene here. Very beautiful there. This is my favorite probably photo here, standing next to a tiger back to back. Imagine that, like walking to a cage with 5 tigers. It was crazy. And they said that they were hungry, but luckily we were all were safe. This is me and my wife and my 2 kids. So just so you know, it's this. I've been blessed to live this kind of lifestyle, cruising around, driving on Lamborghinis, speaking on stage in front of thousands of people, attending Tony Robbins' event here. This was a picture I shot next to Tony. He was standing right next to me. It was awesome. Like, Date with Destiny event was a dream for me to come to the 6 days event. Just being able to show up at those high level masterminds and events and seminars, it's been a blessing. So I want to show you something real quick to give you a taste of what this lifestyle can really mean for you. So So, as you can tell, this was a dream come true for me to live this kind of lifestyle. And when you just imagine what it would be for you if you were able to do what you want in this life and live life on your terms, live life of your dreams. So, this was not always for me like this. I can tell you, this was definitely not something that I started out with. I was actually started online a couple years back in March 2014. And at this point, I was sick and tired of working at $5 per hour jobs and being a broke university student, barely able to support my family and to support my kids. I was waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning, driving on the bus to show up at this place as a bank teller, doing the same old boring stuff, having a boss, out there overlooking me, and I was miserable. It's not the kind of life I wanted to live. I had the university studies, and I knew I was unemployable. I was psychologically unemployable. I didn't want to go and pursue my, degree to the end, and get a real job, as my mom was always telling me I need to do, right? So I decided back then to focus 100% on succeeding with my own business. I made a real decision to quit the university, to quit my jobs, and I burned my bridges. I literally, just had no plan B. I had to make it happen. I had to succeed. I borrowed $15,000 from the bank, money that I didn't have, and quickly spent it on buying traffic, on buying courses, one-on-one mentoring. And when that money was gone, I borrowed another $15,000. Who can relate to that? I don't know how much time you have been online, but there's so many different courses, so many traffic strategies. So I was told, this is what you need to do. You go and buy a solo ad, you go and buy this traffic course. And I started, doing all kinds of things, blogging, trying to set up funnels, doing all kinds of things. And it was not working really. Yeah, after a month and a half, I made my first $1,000 online. But then I struggled for 8 months to make a single dollar. Imagine that. I was sitting from morning to evening in front of my computer, trying to make it happen, and seeing nothing was working. I was not making any money. And I wanted freedom so badly. Like there was no turning back. there was no turning back. I had to move forward. I had to figure out a way to succeed. Just had to do it. And finally, I started to make some money, you know, with some programs. There's $70,000 here, $53,000 here, $21,000 here. So started having some success. It was not consistent really. And I reached a point where I was making about $5,000 to $10,000 a month, doing what I knew at the time on how to be successful. And I was stuck. And you may be thinking right now, well, that's not a bad place to get stuck at 10,000 a month. That's pretty good. But I was working way too hard, and also there was not a sign of like doubling or tripling that. And that's what I wanted. And then I discovered the 1K per day Facebook blueprint that I'm going to show you. And what happened next totally shocked me. You know, I started making $10,000 in 2 days, just bam, 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 hitting my PayPal account pretty much on a daily basis. And I made $45,000 in my first months of applying this blueprint from July 15th to August 15th. It was incredible. Actually, I was flying on the plane to Arizona. I remember I bought the Wi-Fi service there from United, and it was like 16 bucks or whatever. But I just bought this internet connection while I was on the plane, and I applied the strategy, and I made $2,700 while on the plane, while in the air, right? How incredible it is. I'm still has goosebumps, you know, just thinking about that. This is possible, right? So in a few short months, I made $95,500 with absolutely no paid advertising. It was all 100% free Facebook strategy, no paid advertising, which is incredible. It's all profits. So here's just some of what you're going to learn right now in this video. I'm going to teach you the 5 phases recruiting system that I use to recruit people in 30 minutes or less, how to quickly generate cash flow, even if you don't have advertising budget or email list right now. If you told me, Vitaly, you know, how can I generate cash flow right now? What do I need to do to generate cash flow? This is what I was going to do, right? Exactly this. I'm going to share with you the 3 steps that I use to generate $95,500 within a few short months without spending money on paid advertising. What 7-figure income earners are doing versus what most people do. I'll share with you also how you can unlock the business model that can pay you $1,000 in instant commissions on PayPal. Some very exciting stuff. Some real people with real results here. Fabian Royal, my man, you know, he's saying my journey started back in 2014 when I realized that I value my time more than my paycheck. So I transitioned online. I struggled to make more than $500 per month, so nothing life-changing. And when I stumbled across the 1K per day Facebook blueprint, along with joining the Freedom Lifestyle movement, I was able to knock out my biggest week ever. Made $3,000 in just 7 days. The strategies and principles taught are second to none, are perfect for people at all skill sets and all levels. Money and time well spent. So is this training for you? Well, if you want to live the freedom lifestyle and make at least $10,000 a month, well, this is for you. If you ever been freaked out by complex technical stuff and complex marketing funnels, and you're tired of wasting thousands of dollars on traffic, and you want a simple way to make $1,000 commission, well, this is for you. If you don't have a big advertising budget right now and you want to generate cash flow quickly, then this is for you. And who is it not for? It's not for you if you're one of those people that just want to make a quick buck. You know, you get in, you just want to make some money and move out. It's not going to work like that for you. Non-action takers, definitely people who are just, you know, listening but not taking any action. It's not going to work for you because you need to take action. People who love to whine and complain, I just want to leave them out of my circle whatsoever. You know, you either have excuses and reasons, or you have results. You cannot have both. So no complaining in my land. And people who are not coachable, it's not for you. But you see, everything I was taught about succeeding in the home-based business industry was wrong, and I'll tell you why. It's not about pitching and selling your business opportunity, right? whatever the deal is, whatever the business opportunity is. It's not about going there on Facebook groups, spamming the Facebook groups of having people sending links to join your deal, telling the world all about the features and the benefits of your product and your company, the compensation plan, the leadership, and blah, 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 all of this stuff that nobody really cares about, right? Because people don't join business opportunities. They join real people that they trust. And it's not about pushing a button, sending an email, and making money on autopilot. I want you to listen very closely right now, because this is critical for you to understand, okay? For the rest of your marketing career online in the home business industry, you need to understand that I discovered this one secret, and if you truly grasp it, you will never worry about money ever again in your life. Would you like to know what it is? There is only one thing. There is only one thing that you need to master to be successful online, and it's mastering people skills, right? People skills. It's your ability to help other people solve their problem, helping them get from where they are to where they want to go. If you master the skill, you'll never worry about money ever again in your life. So we are in the leadership and personal development business model. We're not in pitching and selling. It's all about showcasing your leadership. And over the last few years, I've not only experienced life-changing results myself, but I've had the privilege of coaching and training hundreds of home business entrepreneurs on how to create breakthrough in their business and build a six-figure business online. And guess what? I discovered that the challenges that most people face in the home business industry are actually very similar. Here are some of them. They hate harassing their friends and family to join the business. Can you relate to that? You don't want to pick up the phone and say, hey, hey mom, hey grandma, you know, whatever your friends are, here's the business, you're going to get rich, right? Someone to do that. They hate wasting time talking to all the wrong people who just don't get it. You know, people who are not entrepreneurial minded, people who are, you know, they're stuck in a job mentality, and they don't want to build a freedom business for themselves. They hate being rejected, right? I'll teach you a method, you know, a strategy that will allow you to never be rejected again. Like you'll never experience rejection, so to speak, from people. And they don't know how to generate leads online, to have a steady stream of qualified prospects looking at your business opportunity daily. Because if you don't have that, then you don't have leads, you don't have prospects, you don't have a business. And they tried marketing online, but got lost in all the technical confusion of setting up websites, setting up funnels, traffic. You know how it goes, right? Trying to put it all together, all the pieces of the puzzle, and like getting like stuck at all this stuff, feeling like you're getting nowhere. They don't know how to actually make sales once they generate the leads. So you get the leads. How do you convert those leads into sales? It's a huge problem, huge challenge. They don't know how to have team duplication. So when you do have somebody on your, when you start to have a little team going, how to have them duplicate your results, right? How to have them be successful. And if your process is complicated, you're not going to have any team duplication. They don't have any real marketing budget to properly run and scale their business. So there is a place and time for paid advertising. Don't get me wrong. Like if you want to go to, $50,000 a month and beyond, you probably want to do some form of paid advertising. And a lot of people, they join businesses and pay a lot of money for some of the high ticket deals, and they just don't have the budget to properly run the business, and they run out of cash. So you do want to have the budget. I'm talking about $10,000 a month budget if you really want to scale the business properly, but you want to do it from profits. They don't know how to become the attractor factor, so you get the incoming calls yourself. You get messages, you get people messaging you saying, hey, I want more information about what you have to offer. Please tell me more. How do you attract people to your reality like that from the internet land, from Facebook? So I'm curious, can you relate just a bit to all of those challenges? Have you yourself experienced some of those challenges? Let me know. Fortunately, there's a solution. I'll teach you exactly right now. Okay, your goal as a leader is to provide a solution to those challenges and problems that people are having. Because when you do that, you become the attractor factor, and people will be coming to you because you will have something that they want and need, a solution to their pain. And everybody has their own pain, their own problems. Your job is to uncover that and to help them solve this problem. This is the only thing that you're going to get paid as an entrepreneur, is to help people solve their problem. Here is something that is very important for you to understand if you want to succeed. It's understanding the people, the target audience, the people that you want to attract and do business with. Out of the whole world population of the world, right, 7 billion people, there is very small percentage of people who are into personal development industry, right? People who are, excuse me, who are reading books about Tony Robbins and Brian Tracy and Tracy, Brent Burchard, all the people like that, John Assaraf, and they want to improve their life. They have goals, they have dreams. Out of those people, they're even smaller percentage of people who are in the home-based business industry, people who already invested money into some form of a business, whether it's offline, a network marketing company, or online, right? Those are the people that you really want to be working with, and I'll tell you why. See, out of all those people in the home-based business industry, there is a 97% failure rate. It means 97% of people in this industry are failing. Only 3% are succeeding. Well, obviously, you want to be among the 3%. Look at the opportunity that you have. 97% of people are failing. It means that they don't have a strategy in place. They don't have a system in place. They don't have the right tools and mindset in place. And your job is to help those people. And why those are the best people to work with and help? Because they have already the right mindset about investing in themselves, about having their own business. They understand that it takes money to make money, it takes risks, it takes perseverance and stuff like that in order to succeed. So they already know that, right? And that's a good thing. So how would you like to use Facebook to attract people to do business with you and make $1,000 in commissions? It's pretty awesome, right? Even if you're working full-time with your job and have only a couple hours a day to work on the business. And it's simpler than you think. And you don't have to have a degree to learn this. Trust me, guys. So I'm going to teach you the 3 steps right now. The 3 fundamental steps, okay? And this is the first step, the foundation of your success on Facebook. This is your Facebook wall. To attract people to do business with you via Facebook, you need to have an attractive Facebook page. Either Facebook page and your personal Facebook profile, okay? And I see this mistake all the time. People don't think of really having their Facebook and positioning themselves right on Facebook. And here's some of the fundamentals. You gotta have an awesome Facebook profile picture, a close shot of yourself, and you smiling, you radiating happiness and trust, and it should be a high quality picture. Have an amazing Facebook cover that radiates freedom, lifestyle, your vision, your leadership. Make it personal. Make it that you are there in the picture, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. I'm going to drill it over and over to you. So when they come across your Facebook, do they see like who you are? Can they relate to you? Have your intro filled, your featured photos, grow your audience of friends and followers, brand yourself as a leader in this industry. I'm going to give you an example, okay? Like on my Facebook, I'm just going to go there real quick. Here on my Facebook, let me log out of this profile because I have my Facebook fan page running. So I have here a picture of me jumping in the air, right? It's 10,000 feet above the air. The clouds are there. Like, this picture radiates freedom, right? It radiates freedom. This picture, it's like you can see it's a high quality picture. Me like working on a computer, sitting somewhere in a mansion. Like, you can see that this is high quality stuff. You have the featured photos here, right? You have I have right now 5,000 friends and maxed out on my friends, and you can delete some. Is I have like 900 or something friend requests coming in right now. 973 friend requests. As you can see, it's a lot. So I need to delete some of the friends to make room for new friends. Almost 2,200 people following me, and this is the way you want to set up your profile. Some fundamental stuff. Now, step number 2 is you want to create attractive posts. Okay, I want you to look at Facebook wall as your personal reality TV. It's your personal reality TV station. Like, everything you post there matters. Every single thing matters. Okay, and your content should be really based on primarily personal development driven and showcasing your leadership. And specifically, I want to share with you how to create engaging posts using the LVR formula, which stands for lifestyle, value, and results. Okay, those 3 things, and I'll break it down for you. You want to provide inspiration and motivation, personal opinions and expressions, live and recorded videos providing value, teaching mindset and marketing, engaging questions, and stuff like that. All right, it's creating engaging interactive posts and growing your audience engagement there on Facebook. So how does it look like? Lifestyle post. Well, you want to post about the lifestyle that you're living, what you like to do for fun, your travel experiences, the places that you visit, the things you enjoy personally, your hobbies, spending time with your friends, spending time with your family, your loved ones, your kids. Like, in the middle of Monday, let's say you go somewhere while everybody's working, you are spending time with them. The things that you are buying, your hobbies, what you like to do, where you like to go out. You want to let them a bit into your personal life. Why? Because, again, people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And you want to be this person that they will feel like they know you, How would they do that? How do you build this rapport without even speaking with people? Is you really show a little bit of your personal life, right? And showing the lifestyle you're living, what things you enjoy doing, right? People do business with people in this industry they know, like, and trust. So create engaging content that generates rapport and trust with your prospects without them even talking to you. So how value posts looks like. Personal development, everything that you are reading, everything that you are, that you're watching, some courses you're taking, and teaching marketing mindset tips, helping people in some way. Doing Facebook live videos are huge, recorded videos, that gets a lot of engagement on Facebook when you go live. Inspiration, motivation, like being this beacon of inspiration and motivation for people. Your personal quotes or opinions about stuff. Like, don't be afraid to be vulnerable and be the best version of who you are, and speak casually as if you're speaking to your best friends. That's all providing value in the marketplace, and talking specifically also about the pain points and the challenges that people are having in the industry, and do it in an engaging way. Results post, right? Sharing a story about your results before and after, failure to success, rags to riches sort of story, right? Sharing a story about you, sharing a story about your team that are succeeding, right? If they succeed more, you win. Everybody wins. It's a win-win, right? You lift them up and you lift yourself up. this way, and people want to see that your team is winning as well. Do a screenshot or screen share video showcasing your results. Have a call to action in each of your posts, but don't overdo it, right? Don't be like results all the time, because people will get tuned out. It's not what they came on Facebook. People are coming primarily on Facebook to network and to entertain themselves, right? Not to buy necessarily. So don't overdo it. Ask them to comment for more information on your post. It's a great way to create, to generate leads and high quality prospects on Facebook. Create curiosity and engagement posts. Like, you can ask people questions, you can poll your friends and followers, you can do trivia, you can tease them what's coming next. I mean, you can do all kinds of things to engage people and create this curiosity. Also, I like to mention that you can use Facebook story engagement post method, and this is a super ninja strategy to have highest quality prospects reaching out to you every day about your business, pretty much on autopilot, because you write a story once in a specific and compelling way and target the right people on Facebook, and you can only be talking to people who are highly interested in what you have to offer, right? How do you like that? You know, that you're talking to people only who are highly interested in what you have to offer. And you don't have to have any results in order for this strategy to work for you. You can share a story or results testimonial of someone else and edifying them, and you can totally crush it with the strategy. Now, here's an example, right? A post that I made, 216 comments, 31 shares, 562 likes, people saying, heck yes, I want more information. So this is how it's going to work. And with the strategy, you can literally turn every $100 you invest into $1,000 to $5,000 consistently. And I only teach it inside Freedom Lifestyle Movement how to do it. It's a little bit of ninja strategy, but this is what's important for you to understand, okay? Step number 3 is you want to master the art of recruiting, right? What do you do when a prospect reaches out to you and asks you for more information about your business, right? What do you do? How can you initiate a chat with someone on Facebook who liked one of your posts, who commented on your post, or sent you a friend request, and within 15 to 30 minutes later, he wants to join your business, or he's interested about your business? How do you do that, right? There's a strategy and methodology for it. But before I share with you, I want to just go back real quick and share with you what's happening on my Facebook wall. So I just went live here. So this is part of value, right? They're providing value, 35 minutes, just teaching personal development stuff, right? This is a picture, again, providing value. There is no links, there is nothing, just filling the bank account with great, like giving deposits in the marketplace, teaching people stuff. This is a video I've done in Hawaii, you know, some little interview, again, sharing story, providing value. This is lifestyle type of post, right? I'm hanging out with my friend, eating sushi. So this is getting people a little bit more into my personal life, right? And getting more relatable, getting people to know, like, and trust me this way. So this is, again, value video here, another value video interview, and another value video interview, another video. As you can see, I post a lot of value here. Another value, this is a personal post about my family and kids. As you can see, it's very, very simple and basic stuff, right? Creating engagement on Facebook. Let's go back. So to do that, to master the art of recruiting, there is a very specific proprietary 5-phases step-by-step blueprint that I teach that will allow you to recruit any prospect in as little as 15 to 30 minutes. Would you like to learn exactly how to do it? I bet you would, because learning this skill allowed me to make $45,000 in 30 days cash in the bank. And I know that no matter what, I can come back to the same strategy and I make more money. It's as simple as that. I teach it in depth to my Freedom Lifestyle Movement team and inside my 1K per day Facebook blueprint, but I'm going to briefly teach you here right now the 5 phases. It's very simple. First phase is you want to generate the trust, build rapport, and change their state, right? You want to build this connection a little bit with the other person, bridge this gap of trust and change their state, get them to laugh, you know, get them to relax, because when people relax, when people laugh, their tension goes down, right? You are not there to sell anything. You need to really disattach from any outcome of you selling anything, right? Because it's not about that. Before you even, you know, attempt to provide any solution, you need to find out if there is a problem in the first place, if there is pain there. So that's step number 1. You do it in very simple ways, and I'm sharing exactly how to do it. It's very simple. Couple minutes and you're done with phase number 1. Then phase number 2, you want to find out their current situation. Are they in a peak? Are they in a valley? Are they right now in a transition in their life? You want to uncover their pain. You know, what's happening right now in their life? What are they thinking about? What are they struggling with? You want to be able to have people to share with you this information, because you are their friend, you are the trusted advisor. You can help them, and they'll be willing to share it with you if you do this process right. So you need to understand it's about you helping the other person, and you want to uncover their pain, their problem, what the challenge they're having. Next phase, you want to discover what their vision is like what is their why they're in the business, like why they're doing this, what's their vision, what's their goal, and qualify them for your time. Okay, so it's kind of like you can combine, like sometimes when you discover their vision, when you uncover their vision, their why, you can also uncover their pain at the same time, because they are not living their vision, they are not living their why. Okay, and then, and only then, after you know this, after you know their challenges, their pains, their frustrations, their current situation, and you know where they want to go, their vision, their why, and you qualify them, you ask directly if they're open to learn more, you know, without any attachments whatsoever. You're just asking if it's something that they would be interested in, right? That's all. And in either case, it's okay, right? Because you're not sending any links. You're just asking them for more information. And then you follow up with those people. It's as simple as that. Those 5 phases, if you do them right, if you do them correctly, and I teach exactly all the scripts, all the strategy in depth in my training, and you'll be golden. So can you see right now how you can easily learn how to do it? Can you imagine? I mean, this is pretty simple stuff, right? Those 3 steps, those 5 phases, can you see how you can easily learn how to do it? Have you gotten value so far? I have a lot more to teach you guys, but let's see. Do you see how you can easily start doing this, right? That this is not rocket science, right? This is not rocket science. I've been learning a lot of different complicated stuff and strategies, but you know, this little blueprint, it's simple, and everybody can do it. You know, that's why people are having tremendous success when they apply this strategy as it is. They go and just do it, and they have results, right? It's very, very simple. It's very, very straightforward how to do this, right? So let's see. I want to share with you, a couple of people that apply this strategy. Yulia Tudor is one of them. She's amazing. She's been able to generate as much as $3,000 in a single day. So check it out. So yeah, so results like that, they're happening all the time. I've seen happening. People who apply this strategy started having $1,000 days, just like this, because they followed the blueprint, they followed the strategies. So let's continue here. Here's what most people do, right? You need to understand that you have your primary business, okay, and they invest their own money to buy the products, to buy the training in this business, and no money is left because you spend all of your money on the business. You drain your bank account, you take loans, you you do whatever it takes, and you get there, but then you don't have any money to actually advertise the business and market the business. And people often refer, okay, gotta start learning free strategies, and it's often a 2 to 4 year learning curve and risk of more personal capital, like going to live events, the buying the flight tickets and the monthly fees and all of that stuff. And sadly, most people never get there to make money, to reinvest into their business, just never get to the point. You ever been by yourself? Lots of times, those people, they bring you into the business and they don't care if you're a casualty. What they care about is that you buy the product and they make money, and they lock you in, and now you're in debt. In most cases, now they're gone, right? They cannot help you, and it gives our industry a bad rep, and people want to quit. I don't want it to happen to you. What the 7-figure income earners do is they have something like Freedom Lifestyle Movement on the front end, where they can copy and paste their way to $1,000 instant commissions when you literally work today and get paid today. And now you have the money, you have the profits to invest into high ticket products if you want to run campaigns and do advertising, because you do it from profits, not from the personal capital. You're not risking your personal capital to do that. And then you have multiple revenue streams. You have more commissions coming in. You rise to the top of the leaderboards because you are now having, you running business in a smart way. You have multiple income streams. So here's how to hit the mass market industry-wide. You focus on these 2 key areas. Everybody needs personal development and leadership training. Everybody needs that, because we're in the personal development and leadership business model, and everybody needs marketing strategies that will work for any business online. They need to learn how to do that. So how do you like to make 100% commissions on a $1,000 product? Does that sound great? Right? Instead of 20% commission or 50%, 100% commissions on a $1,000 product. Well, imagine you can start popping $1,000 commissions daily. When you work today and you get paid today, right? You make real-time $1,000 commissions right now, and you can use it as spendable cash flow. You can have the cash flow to run the business, because this is the most important thing for an entrepreneur, to actually have cash flow into the business. And it's like if your front end ATM machine, and then you go and have multiple revenue streams coming in. So that is what we do on our team Freedom Lifestyle Movement, when you can start popping up those $1,000 commissions daily with the Genesis Education Library. I'll share with you how it works. When you purchase the resale rights for $99 per quarter or $299 per year, and you get Genesis Educational Elite Library that sells for $1,000 and it's paid directly to you, like you get $1,000 commissions that is paid directly to you, because you make 100% commission instantly in real time. So let me show you the math. It's very simple. If you want to make 10,000 a month, you make 10 sales a month. If you want to make 20,000 a month, you make 20 sales a month. If you want to make 30,000 a month, you make 30 sales a month. You can see the pattern here, right? It's very simple. This is how it works. Like, this is you, and you sponsor the first person. It's passed up. It's actually passed up to your sponsor $1,000. From the second person that you refer, you make $1,000. Now, when they start referring people, their first referrals, the first sales, called qualified sales, QS, qualifying sale. So the very first person they refer, they're passed up to you, and you make $1,000. You make $1,000 on this qualifying sale. Now, when this person, let's say it's Lisa, and Lisa sponsored Tom, right? Tom was a qualifying sale. She's passed up to you as well, and you make $1,000 as well. Now, when Tom sponsors his first person, let's say it's Roselle. Roselle now is passed up to you as well, and you make $1,000 as well. So the same things happen. All of this pass ups from your third referral, your third personal referral, all of those qualifying sales are passed up to you. So this way, in this scenario, you referred 3 people yourself, right? And you made $8,000. $8,000 for referring 3 people. Not bad, right? Do you see the power of this to make you $1,000 commissions? Like, many times I woke up and I got $1,000 in commissions from pass up sale. It's pretty amazing. Now imagine you have 10 people who are still not qualified, and they learn how to make just 1 sale in a week. You make $10,000 in a week, right? You have 10 people, each of them qualify, make their first sale. You make $10,000 in 1 week. This is what can happen to you. So let's see. We have so many people applying this. I can tell you guys, like Billy from Canada, for example. He's an amazing guy. Check it out, what he has to say. So amazing things can happen when you apply this. And, I have some of my students, like Eagle, for example. When he came to me, he was a personal trainer in the gym, and he was not making any money online for several months. And he applied this strategy. He went on my live calls, and he's seen how it's working. And he literally created $28,000 within the very first months of applying this strategy. I'm not saying this can happen to you or will happen to you. It's definitely not typical, but he was coachable, and he was willing to do whatever it takes. And when you are at this point, when you are willing to do whatever it takes, things happen, right? Or John, for example. Take John. He quit his construction job, and he came to me. He was not making any money. He was new to online marketing, and he was hungry. I can see it in his eyes. He was hungry. he was willing to apply this no matter what. And what happened was, he called me on Skype a couple of times. I helped him. We jumped on a couple of live webinars, and literally the ninth day of him getting started, on the ninth day, he had his first ever $5,000 day, $5,000 a day on the ninth day of getting started. And he made $26,000 within the first months. How did it happen? The power of momentum. He got into momentum, doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then doing what works, right? So let's see where we are. So I thought initially, would people really pay me $1,000 for a product? And I can tell you it was really all in my head. Let me ask you a question. Would you invest $1,100 today to make in return $95,500 in profits within 5 months? Well, of course you would, right? It's a no-brainer, because it's like 8,300% return on investment, right? You would do that. I want to share with you how Freedom Lifestyle Movement really is positioned kind of with the different business models that are out there. So on the left side, you can see the typical MLM companies that pay you tiny commissions, right? They typically like $50 to $200. That's what typically you're going to get in those companies. And they pay you 30 to 60%. You wait 2 to 4 weeks until you get paid. And you need to have a huge downline in order to make any real money, right? And it's typically like people say it's a 2 to 4 year plan, right? When you go and you build a huge downline, and for most people, it just never happens, right? You need to have ridiculous amount of people on your team in order to have significant income. Now, on the right side, you see the high ticket programs that are out there that can pay you up to $15,000 in commissions, but you also need to invest $60,000 and have like $10,000 a month advertising budget to see some returns on your investment. And I love high ticket. It's great. You have backend, you have a lot of leverage and automation going, but for most people, they just cannot invest so much money. I've had many people who invested this kind of money, and they went broke. They went bankrupt. They had to go back to their job, and it was really, really sad to see this happening. And it pays 25%, and you typically wait 4 to 8 weeks until you get paid, right? That's just the reality of it. The Freedom Lifestyle Movement, with this strategy, you get $1,000 commission. So it's not too low, it's not very high, but $1,000 is solid, and it pays you 100% instantly. So you get it the same day. You don't need to wait for 4 to 8 weeks, which is very, very, very cool. Now, you heard about Billy already. So I'm curious, can you see now that you can make $1,000 commissions as well? Like, can you picture that? Like, this is possible for you, that you can start generating $1,000 commissions, like Eagle that made $28,000 in 30 days, like John who made $26,000 in 30 days, Yulia $12,000 in 80 days. My man Idan, he made $3,000 in 2 days. He lives in Israel. He's just visited me here in Israel not a long time ago. Fabian Royal from UK, he made $7,000 in 30 days. Billy had his first ever $3,000 days online. I mean, what would your life be like a year from now if you made several $1,000s each week? Let me ask you a question. What if I gave you my exact funnels and my exact campaigns that generated me as much as $95,500 in a few short months, and I share with you my exact magic scripts that I use to recruit people easily in as little as 10 minutes, the 5 phases recruiting system, and the exact copy to use to start popping $1,000 commissions? Would that help you achieve your goals? What if I gave you 25 hours of training where I teach you in depth my 1K per day Facebook blueprint that I used, and what type of content to create on Facebook, how to position yourself as the leader, how to attract people to you? Would that really help you? Well, here is what you're going to get being part of Freedom Lifestyle Movement. Well, first of all, the Exodus Elite membership resale rights, which you pay by quarter or by year, it's $99. Then Genesis Elite Library that pays you $1,000 in commissions. It's actually interviews with seven-figure income earners. I'll share with you right now what I'm talking about here. If I go to the Genesis library, it's actually a library of information, not just about marketing, about email marketing, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff that have a ton of training, but also interviews with the top marketers on the internet today, like people like Evan Klassen, James Starr, Joe Stephen, Geoff Mills. Probably some of the faces are familiar to you. Randy Schroeder, Tracy Walker. There's $1 million earners to work on your mindset, to work on your mindset and help you prosper. There's a lot of training here. Jack Zufeld, the author of DNA of Success, a best-selling author, health and wellness. Like, there's a library of information here, and it gives you $1,000 profits whenever you refer somebody to it. So let's see. So this is part of what you're getting. Now, apart from that, you're also going to get live mentoring with myself. It's a $2,000 value, which we get every week on a live training. I'm sharing with you what's working now, and I'm coaching people as, like, I choose some people to work with, and while I'm coaching them, everybody else is listening and kind of help everybody else understand, etc., etc. Like, getting live on those calls is very, very powerful. The 1K per day Facebook blueprint, which is actually a membership site that I've created with all the past recorded group mentoring replays that I've done, how to turn Facebook into ATM machine, how to build your audience to 5,000 friends in the industry, the seven-figure formula, how to go from zero to $50,000 a month, how to really get the momentum going. Magical chatting recruiting scripts. I break it down very step by step how to do it. It's very simple to implement. The underlying psychological triggers that will magnetically attract people to do business with you, right? Like, you need to understand those principles in play. Exactly how to have people join your business easily in less than 30 minutes. How to create breakthrough in your income. How to deeply connect with your prospects. How to build rapport with prospects without even talking to them. I mean, all of this stuff you're going to get for free, and it sells right now for $400. Separately, you can buy it, but you get it for free being part of the team. Now, the third bonus, the Online Recruiting Mastery 6 weeks coaching program. This is a brand new program that I'm launching, where I'll be taking a group of people and coaching them to become online recruiting masters and top income earners. So you're going to get access to the recording of this training, and being part of that is very, very powerful. Of course, you're going to get ongoing support from the Freedom Lifestyle Marketing Facebook group and chats. It's another $1,000 value. Overall is $12,299 value that you're getting here. And let me ask you this: would it be worse to you $12,299 if all it did was help you make a minimum of $10,000 a month for the next 3 years, and you learn how to make money on demand, so you never worry about money ever again in your life? Would that be worse to you? Well, do the math. I would certainly pay that if I knew I would make $360,000 in the next 3 years. Would it be worse to you if all it did was help you have 10 to 50 high quality prospects to talk about your business, no matter what it is, and no matter what you decide to promote in the future, and learn exactly how to recruit people effortlessly into your business? It's definitely worth it, because the money you're going to make is tremendous with this. But don't worry, it's not going to cost you not even close to that of 12,000. You can get started today popping those $1,000 commissions with one-time investment of $1,149, which breaks down to The Exodus Elite membership, it's $99 per quarter. And the Genesis Elite Library, it's $1,050, and the 50 including the transaction fee. So it's $1,000 plus $99, and you can do it right here. When you click on, hold on a sec. Yeah, it's basically here. When you go to I Love Freedom Lifestyle Movement, freedomlifestylemovement.com, and when you go there, you'll see the 2 steps, and you just go through those 2 steps, get started. And what's going to happen next, I'll plug you into my Facebook group and membership site, and I'll be working with you closely personally to help you grow this business, start generating $1,000 commissions in this way. It's very simple at ilovefreedomlifestylemovement.com. When you go to this site, I just share it with you right there on the chat. Now, if you feel that you are not getting 10 times the value, I have a 14-day money back guarantee, by the way, so you can be totally certain, and you don't feel that your life is going to transform, you can ask for your money back, no questions asked. So just so you be sure, you know, Danny Joshi is one of my students as well. Just a few short months ago, I was just making a few sales online and nowhere near to the level that I wanted to be. When I plugged myself into Freedom Lifestyle Movement team and 1K per day Facebook blueprint, I was able to make $10,000 in 45 days. And I was just blown away with the mentoring. This now allows me to travel, live life fully on my terms. He was just in the Himalayas, and I've never been this happy in my life. A couple of questions you might be having on your mind right now. You know, do I need any technical skills? Well, no, you don't, because I will give you the funnels to use and everything you need to succeed, so you can literally set it up starting today. And if you can post on Facebook and chat with people, you can do this business. You can totally do this business. It's not more complicated than that. Is there any additional investment needed after you join? Well, there are no monthly fees here. There are no any upsells. So it's one-time payment of $11.49, and there is no additional money needed to buy traffic. Well, of course, all additional online tools and mentoring and traffic can be useful, but not required to make profits. Okay, hopefully you're clear on that. How fast can I start making money? It's another question a lot of people ask. Well, it will really depend on you and how coachable you are, how much effort you're willing to put in, your mindset, and the consistency, your consistencies, right? How fast you're going to step into leadership. That's the question you want to ask yourself. It's really up to you. We had people, as you know, making $28,000 the very first months. We had 17-year-old kids who they sold their car to get started. They made $35,000 in the first months. The question is, why not you, right? I'm also throwing a couple of bonuses, like how to start shooting videos like a total marketing rock star to generate leads and sales like you want to be doing videos. And I'll share with you the 3-step video formula for creating effective videos that convert, how to overcome your fears of shooting videos quickly, the 12 types of videos you can create, and etc. etc. I'll teach you also how to create your lead magnets and high converting landing pages. If you do want to set up your funnels and stand out a little bit more in the marketplace, I'll share with you exactly how to do that as well in this marketplace in Masterclass. How to make more profits and increase sales with email marketing. This is the #1 asset online that you want to build. Still to this day, you don't have to do it. Really, you can use only Facebook to succeed, but over the long term, you do want to build up your email list, and I'll share with you exactly how to write those money-making emails, what are the things you need to do, why the source of your leads matters. Like it's a workshop about email marketing, and I'm going to be giving it to you as well. So all of this stuff for $1,149 to get started, and you really have a choice right now, right? You have one way, you know, that you've been doing so far, and I don't know if it's been working for you or not working for you, but it may be the hard way, you know, of not having the exact blueprint, of not having a mentor, of not knowing what to do, not having the support that you need, and trying by trial and error, trying to figure everything out, right? I want to suggest you the easy way, the way for you to really, if you apply this strategy and you learn this, there is no reason why you can't make $10,000 in the next 30 days as a minimum and keep doing that. You're just applying the formula over and over and over again. I want to open it up right now to questions, guys. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask them, and I'll make sure that I answer every single question that I have here before we jump off this training. Okay, it's a special opportunity for you right now to become part of this and to learn those strategies. It's really the methodology, the strategy behind it. That's what's important. You know, you learn this one little distinction. I can tell you, you know, I've never seen anything like this when people as young as 15-year-old kids, right, they apply this formula and start having $1,000 days. It's really, it was incredible to see, you know, 17-year-old kids, 21-year-old kids. I mean, they're just used the strategy and it worked. And it worked magically. You know, it worked very well because it's proven, it's tested. It's not something that I pulled out of my hat. It's based on real world psychological principles that are at play, and just happens to be that we use Facebook to attract people to do business. You know, but the psychological principles are at play at all times. So if you have any questions right now, this is the time to ask right now. Okay, like you're going to have, you know, you're going to have a paycheck if you're working in a job. You know, money is going to come and keep coming, but I can tell you that there is something that you cannot get back, and this is time. Time is something that you can never ever get back. Money you can always earn. It's like a replenishable resource. But time, you know, think about the time that you missed out on those experiences that you wanted to do, of being more with your family, with your kids. I mean, this time will never get back. So you really want to start having more freedom in your life. Matthew is asking, what advice would you give to someone who must build up the capital first before joining the freedom movement? I would say to you that the resources that we have right now, it's never the obstacle, right? Like people say, why I fail? Why you fail? Well, it's because of the lack of money. It's because of lack of time. It's because of this person or that person. You know, it's never the case. It's the resourcefulness. It's your resourcefulness, which is your creativity, right? It's your creativity. It's your connections. It's the resources you do have inside, that maybe not just money resources, right? But you need to tap into your resourcefulness, because when you really want to do something badly, you just make it happen. You write a list of 50 things that I can do to come up with $1,100 to get started, and you go and you know, when you ask your mind a question, how can I do this? How can I make it happen? Then you actually, you know, your mind, you know, start giving you those answers, right? You work on that. And for example, you know, Darren, he back then when he was like 20 years old, he had a millionaire mentor he wanted to work with, this millionaire mentor, and it was like $4,000 to get started. It was this program, and back then it was like $15,000, right, in Canadian dollars, and it was a lot of money. He didn't have this kind of money, right? So he was standing there dumbstruck. You know, he was like, "How can I do this?" And this guy, this millionaire mentor, he said to him, "Well, Darren, you know, are you serious? Are you serious about you want to become a millionaire?" He said, "Absolutely, I'm 100% serious. You know, I want to be a billionaire, right? I'm going to do whatever it takes. Are you sure about that? Are you really serious about that?" "Well, absolutely." Well, he said to him, "You have 3 days to come up with the money, or else you will need to find a new millionaire mentor." And he literally walked away and closed the door and he left him standing over there. Now, that was like a little shock, right? Because he didn't know how to come up with the money. Well, what ended up happening is he drained his bank account. He took a loan from his parents. He took a loan from his bank. Like, he really, put everything on the line. And what ended up happening is he did become a millionaire at the end. He learned this stuff. He had paradigm shifts, and he started getting this abundance phase and started making money. And it was not going to be like, would not be happening if he didn't ask himself, what can I do? How can I make it happen no matter what, right? Even though I don't have the money, even I don't have the resources, how can I make it work nevertheless, right? How can I make it happen? How can I make it work? So when you start asking yourself this question, you get answer. That's as easy as that. Like, there is nothing that is stopping you from getting what you want. Like, when you really want something, you go and you get it. There's, like I said before, there's only like reasons or results. There's nothing else in between. We either can tell ourselves stories after stories and excuses and all of that of our situation, or we can say, scratch that, this is what I want, and I'm going to make it happen no matter what. And you find a way, and you literally find a way. I had many times that I didn't know how I was going to afford something, like going to a live event or buying a training, buying a course, or working with a mentor. And I made it happen no matter what. I was scared. I didn't have the money, but I somehow made it happen. And everything started shifting for me, when I got on those one-on-one mentoring calls, when I started being in the trenches and doing the things that I was afraid of doing, that's what I got my breakthroughs and got to the next level. So for everybody else, it's not just Matthew here, everybody else listening right now, this is the lesson. Whatever you want in life, you go and get it. So this is just how it works. I can tell you story after story, of me investing in different things. And sometimes I invested in something and I was disappointed. I didn't get the results I wanted, or the support or training that I needed back then. And it was okay. I was willing to take those risks and move on, no matter what. I can tell you that, with 100% integrity, that this training program will change your life. It will change the way that you do business. It will change the way you interact with people, because the training that I share and what you're going to learn is transformational. It truly is transformational. When I learned this strategy, I went from 10,000 a month to 45,000, making those $1,000 commissions like clockwork. And, this is what is behind it. This is really the methodology, the strategy behind this. And when you learn those little few distinctions, and it's really what it takes, there's a couple of key distinctions, you will be golden. You learn exactly what to do, and then just go and apply it over and over again. It's not a magic bullet strategy. It's not a like get rich quick strategy. It's not a like push a button strategy. Nothing is further from the truth. It's go and put in the effort strategy, and go get to work. But the cool thing is that it's 100% in your control. 100% within your control, right? 100%. You do the work, you get results. You don't do the work, you don't apply the strategy, you don't get results. It's easy as that. And nobody else, no third person, closing sales for you or anything like that. Like, you are 100% control over the outcome and how much money you're going to make. How much effort you're going to put is how much you're going to put out of that. But the formula works every single time. So just you decide how much effort you're willing to put in. Like, if you want 10,000 a month, you'll probably need to put in some more effort if you're coming from zero, from scratch, right? If you want 20,000 a month, you need to expend more energy and make it happen. So Anyways, guys, we are getting close to hour and a half here. I don't see any more questions. If you do have any more questions, then don't hesitate to message me on Facebook, and we'll go from there. I'm here to help you guys prosper and succeed. So looking forward to be working with everybody who is part of the freedom lifestyle movement, like I'm working right now and coaching a lot of people. So you can be one of those people I'm personally coaching. So that's a huge deal. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's talk soon. I'm going to end this broadcast and talk to you soon.